Yeah.
I know, I know. It looks nice and fancy. I'm usually always thinking, should I go left, right? I think I'm just gonna go straight towards the equator. I'm trying to figure out what's the best feng shui haircut I can get.
Mate, it used to be below my shoulders,
Yeah.
so it's quite short for me. So how are you guys going anyway? You guys all right?
Yep. So there you go.
It's a good day, man.
Yeah, this week's been mental for crypto.
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like, vindication.
It has been. It's funny because. It's really funny because I've been telling it. I've been preaching. It's like Bitcoin's going all the way high. It's like, man, you guys are getting Bitcoin, but I'm looking at my other coins. They're just they're flying.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, should I sell what's going up 600% to go up 10%? And don't get me wrong, hey, I'm all for the success of Bitcoin. Don't get because yeah. Oh, Bank Teller is asking, what's the YouTube URL?
Oh, someone else coming. Thank fella.
So, all right.
BT's hopping on?
Yeah.
Let me grab
BT,
it.
yeah, BT is asking, what's the thing URL?
Oh, I think that's my cousin Gabby.
Yeah.
I can't tell. We'll see. Gabriel?
Can you see it?
Wait,
Oh,
can
what's
y'all
up,
hear me?
Gabby?
Oh, is this the marketing genius? That's the marketing genius, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Here, I'll shut off my vid. Maybe it'll help.
No. I'll put the URL.
Yeah, everybody that comes on here gets on the thing.
How about now?
Yeah. There you go. Stop. I'll put it in the chat. We'll click on the wrong link. Sorry, I put the wrong link out.
Oh, was that me? I might have done that. Ooh, I was thinking.
Yeah, no. Honestly, I'll send you the actual link to it, mate.
Okay.
There you go. It's this one. There you go.
Oh man, I just blasted that one everywhere.
Oh mate, I've done something really nerdy. I've made this wheel. I love it. It's got the little piece, the little Banker X token in the middle.
That's kind of nice.
But we'll see how it goes. Where's is he coming back online? So you done much with Flow this week? I saw you've had a few competitions and stuff going.
Yeah, giveaways this week. We're rolling, and we're rolling half the week. Maybe cashing out on Fridays and the weekends just to feel good.
Pay for the weekends. Oh,
that's when you go from flowing to balling, right? When you can just go for the weekends. I'm okay. I'm just gonna do weekends. It's fine. I don't need it. I'm just gonna flow and ball.
Yeah.
That's what you call advanced. That's what you call advanced flowing.
Yeah. But yeah, talking about like Bitcoin going above 23K this week. That's mental, isn't it? It's gone up so high.
Man, it felt good.
Yeah, like everything I've got has just gone mental, and TRX has kind of gone up a little bit, not too much, but I think that's going to follow.
Yeah, man, like it just feels really good when all.
Yeah, I mean, although I mean, and it's funny too because I've actually had stopped buying Bitcoin. Like I have some, but I stopped buying when it started going way up because I was just looking at the other stuff. It's like, well, let's see what's kind of staying around in the middle, and I decided to slowly but surely just get a little bit more banker and stack more banker. And everyone's like, oh, let's do the 10x. When is banker gonna go up? It's like banker's fine. Leave it just fine. I'm buying it slowly but surely. I'm not a whale. I'm like a little minnow, and all I can eat is a little bit of plankton at a time. So I just need to grab some more, Yeah. So
Right.
just leave banker. Don't pump anything. Just leave it.
Yeah, leaving it's the hard part though. I've been so tempted to sort of sell my banker and get more into flow, and I'm like, no, don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Go for it. Sell it. Actually, I'll buy it. Give me this. I'll buy it.
No, you did buy it.
That's crazy.
I'll buy it. We can kind of do a banker X little trade here deal. My fingers we can avoid the 0.3% swap fees. So I mean, it's and it's okay. Honestly, it's okay.
Mate, we've still got a lot of people in here. Are these people wanting to come on to video chat? But Queen Cos, your company?
No.
Yeah, I mean, someone asked me earlier, what was the YouTube? Some people are asking, what's the YouTube link and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know, You're asking a guy who all I do is click on links and it works. Yep, there you go. And there I am.
Yeah. Well, I think we've got like 28 people into the competition, so that's not too bad. So
how did they get in the competition?
So they will say they can still do it up until we roll it. I just did like a little Twitter thing. So you just had I love Bankroll. That's pretty much it, and retweet it.
You mean kind of like this? You just kind of show it's like I do love it. Do kind of big heart.
Yeah, I like that.
Go.
That's it.
I'm in the competition. That's it. You gotta do like an exploding heart.
Oh, I'm so terrible.
And so, I mean, seriously, how are you guys? I mean, are there there's always the common questions. I mean, should we cover what the common questions always are or the concerns they have? I mean, I pretty much introduced, it's like introducing not just Bankroll, but introducing the how do you get in? How do you do this? How do you go? I mean, I pretty much have to sit with your family or friends or Zoom or something and just kind of, okay, first, this is what we're going to do. And then I end up sending them TRX. I mean, I usually just open up Clever, and once they click Clever, it's okay, look, I'm going to send you some TRX, I'm going to send you some Banker X, and I want you to see how you do this, and there you go. And just kind of gift it, and here's where you join a chain. It's like, okay, so what's this chain? Are we part of a gang, a chain gang? It's like, yeah, we're a blockchain gang.
Yeah.
And maybe we should get little tattoos in the blockchain circle or something like that. And of course, what's the other one? Is this hackable? Am I going to get scammed because it's, I put in my money and it's scammed? And I was like, there's a way that it's not, but of course I'll leave this up to other developers who can say, why is this blockchain not hackable or fraudable or something? So, so I'm not sure if, either of you want to just kind of discuss that, because that's always a common question, which I think is a good question. It's a good question for someone who's not familiar with the technology.
You want to go on that? You can go on that, Cos.
So, I mean, is it hackable? I mean, I don't think what just happened on Tron a few months ago, blockchain stopped, right? I thought that was pretty crazy. I was like, what the hell is going on? Is this even possible? And the blockchain was stopped for at least an hour or so or something like that, if I remember. But after it turned back on, everything was working. So, and I think, what did they try to do? They tried to do an exploit with a contract, like some kind of contract exploit. So I don't think that's technically hacking the blockchain. I don't think you can hack the blockchain, man. I think I think the hack in the blockchain is the 51% hack, right? If you can get a 51% of the network, maybe hack the chain and rewrite the blocks and whatnot. You know, that's, I think with something like Tron, that's pretty difficult. I think with all the read the Tron white papers to see why. I mean, I'm not going to come here and talk to you guys about the technology. It's blockchain. That's why it's unhackable, bro. Go read about blockchain. Like, it's Bitcoin unhackable. It's because that's why. You know what I mean? Like, jeez. But it's above my pay grade, man. That's like, you know, I'm just like some scrub. It's like, you know, the MIT dude made this shit. You know what I mean? Like, where's BT? Tell him to get in here. But,
yeah.
So basically, everybody asks me that question. They're like, "Why?" I'm like, "Listen, it's because of blockchain technology," and that's all. I just leave it at that. I'm just like, it's the same reason Bitcoin's worth $300 billion. That's why. And they're usually good with it. You know? But,
I mean, and it's funny because it's a good. I think it's a great. I mean, I think it's a good question because they have concerns, you know, and stuff like that. And I mean, it's like, well, you know, one of the concerns I hear, and I keep hearing, and I keep letting them know, and that's. And I say, I'm going to tell people the same thing I tell my family, I tell my friends. It's like, well, you know, and I say, okay, well, tell me what's on there. And it's like, well, look, they have different chains. You can go as little as you want. You can go as big as you want. There's mega whale chains, like in pods, thousands of Bankroll at a time. You can join them if you like. He's like, oh, but, you know, I have a concern, all this money and stuff. It's like, look, just, you know what? This is what I tell you. Having concerns, absolutely. I think you should have concerns. I think you should go in with a level of some research, do your own research, not financial advice always, and do this way. If it doesn't make you money on $10, it's definitely not going to make you money on $100, and it will definitely not worth to make money on $1,000. But if it starts making you money on just $10, then expand that and extrapolate and keep going. And, you know, and if you don't like it, if it's, you know, if you start using it and you realize, you know what, this is just not something I really want to get into. It's not my, and not for me. Hey, that's okay. And that's fine. You know, not everyone's into Apple. There's always Samsung. So you don't have to go into Flow. You can do stockpile. You can do this. I mean, you can do whatever you like, or you can just say, I'm going to leave this offer until later. And that's totally fine. So, but I think it's just the education part. The difficulty part is knowing is like, hey, well, I could just go into Webull or this other platforms, not say anything, and I can invest and buy stocks in my bank account. I can't really do that with Tron. Well, you can. It's just a little bit different. It's just different. It's just a different platform. That's all.
Yeah. See, the thing that I always have a problem with is I was talking to a couple of mates that I was trying to get involved in Bankroll, and they can't understand about how all the contracts work together. They start getting lost after, like, you know, like the second contract when you start talking about how they link and farm going into Bankroll and all this type of stuff. So I don't know if there's a better way to explain that to them without losing interest. Because sometimes I find people go, "Oh, my mind's just been blown," and they just cut off, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna offer.
Yeah, I mean, this is when they go like really interested, and all of a sudden you start expecting a multi-level marketing and divs and percentage and levels, and it's like all like this.
So that's why it's like I'm a talking about people, like, when people say why is it unhackable, I'm not going to get into like the technology of why. It's more like I just basically say, like, listen, it's not hackable because it's using blockchain technology. The only reason any of this stuff is possible, Bitcoin, Tron, DeFi, blockchain technology. That's why it's unhackable. That's why it's possible, and it's all verifiable. That's the only reason this is possible. We can verify it. Like, this thing is a scam if someone's just saying it and you have to trust them. It's not a scam if everything's completely verifiable on the blockchain in code that can't be touched or changed. Right? That's the key to Bitcoin. That's the key to this. Like, it's the key to all this stuff. Blockchain.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, I think a good way of putting it.
Sorry, but the number one thing with Bankroll for me is just basically telling them, like, listen, it's basically a CD. It's just a crypto CD. Right? And I'm like, do you know what a savings account CD is? Do you know what a CD is? Certificate of deposit? And then, like, they're like, oh yeah, I know what that is. And I'm like, that's what this is. It's a CD on the blockchain. And then, like,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I tell them, and you know, the other thing I sometimes say is like, look, I can't speak in terms of evidence or anything like that, but what I can say from what it sounds like, and you'd have to do your own research and find out, is that, you know, could it be relatively as safe as hackable as having your money in your bank? I mean, do you trust your bank? Then I would think that then it's kind of the same way. You know, this bank's been around for a couple of years. Has this bank been hacked? As far as I know, it hasn't.
Well, banks
So
can
then
still go
has your
down. In England, banks can still go under, because I think in 2010 we had Northern Rock, and that went completely under, and they had people queuing up around the block because they didn't have enough money to give to them, because they were trying to get their money out. So people lost loads of their money.
Oh yeah, I mean here, yeah, I mean, and it's the same as investing. I mean, I you know, I did some stocks or you know, talk about stocks or volatility. I've lost more in stocks than I have in crypto. So I don't know. They talk about the crypto being more volatile, but I've lost, you know, I've lost my ass on stocks at some point or another, and I've been able to recover it. But I think in crypto, I haven't really, except for mistakes where, you know, you don't know things about reading what contracts, if they're open source versus private, anonymous versus not, exit scams. I mean, yeah, that way, or when people start sending you personal, you know, direct messages or personal messages that says, hey, I'm your security guard, I'm there, you're this, that, send me your seed words. I think that's something for people that are just getting into it, that don't know. It's good to stress the importance of, like, dude, you don't give your bank account with your PIN number. That's what the seed words are.
Yeah.
To anyone.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's one thing. I'm getting a lot of new guys who are not into crypto ever before. And like, so basically what I do is I hook them up with Bankroll starting out, and then I basically send them right back to Bitcoin, you know, stage one. I'm like, okay, I'm like, come in this room. All right, I got you set up. Now get the hell back out there and go back to the beginning. You know what I mean? It's like, you don't understand Bitcoin, you're not gonna understand any of this. Like you can't, like, unless you're like, you know, a software guy, or like you have some kind of like technological, or I'm finding the guys that have been in stocks and Forex are getting it real quick. You know what I mean? Like I basically just tell them the exchanges they set up.
Yeah, I mean, with the stocks,
they're good to go. Like quick. So I'm kind of targeting those guys. You know what I mean?
And what's the other one? The other one is, it's not a target, it's an opportunity, right?
No,
it's not targets. It's not difficulty, it's a challenge.
I'm just saying, like, those are the guys you should be like trying to hit up first.
So I mean, well, the other thing. Yeah. I mean, I think the other thing is because they say, oh, well, I don't want to get into this because I don't want to build a computer and be mining. It's like, well, no, mining, you know, there's terms that you should be familiar with. What's yield farming, staking, liquidity, TVL, and mining. Now, you're talking about mining and Bitcoin mining. That's not what we're doing here. I mean, it's because we talk about mining because, you know, sometimes like, okay, well, what does Bankroll have besides flow? Oh, well, it has farms, it has this, and then when you're in farms, you're mining coins. It's like, oh wait, why are you talking about computers and mining? Is like, well, it's a little bit different, same concept, but you don't have to rent computer space or have special equipment to do it. You can do this on your phone, you know, you can do this on your tablet. So, and that's also, I think, another good question to differentiate. I mean, and forget it, I'm not even talking about what's the difference between proof of stake, proof of work, you know, sharding, or all the other stuff. We start going there, we're gonna lose this stream right here, just talking about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the number one thing to remember is that we're on the Tron blockchain and it costs money. We're paying to use it. So that's where the value is coming from. We pay to do everything. We pay real money. So every time we roll, every time we do stuff, we're paying money, right? And
didn't they just put up fees? They put up the fees recently, didn't they?
They put up the fees, but like the people that are running the blockchain actually have the hardware, right? We're paying the guys with the hardware to use the network.
Yeah.
So like there is someone mining, you know, back there.
Yeah.
You know, staking, whatever they do with Tron. I don't know if they're mining Tron or staking on it, or I guess the super node, whatever they do. But.
Well, the thing is, if you get people that are worried about,
I mean, that's another good point.
So you go, bud. Yeah, I was just gonna.
No, go ahead. It kind of really cut off there, so I didn't understand there for a second.
I was just gonna say, like, if people are worried about, you know, crypto, and if they're gonna get hacked or anything like that, you know, you can always like get them involved into like having ledgers and cold storage, and you know, you can go off on the Bankroll using this as well. So and you can do that from your phone or whatever. So that's another good way of adding an extra layer of security to your crypto if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, really, like if you want to, if you know, yeah. I mean, I have the Ledger, and I like the Ledger. I mean, other people have other ones, Trezors or whatever. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Is it Trevor or Trezor? I always say it wrong. But I've used it. I've liked it. Yeah. But you know, that's actually one of the best points I like about Tron, you know, versus Ethereum, you know, because I had a friend who's like, every time I gamble, you know, I'm on Ethereum, I got to pay $4 or $5, you know, $3 to $5, and then I take out $3 to $5, and then I move stuff around, it's $3 to $5, and I move this around here, it's $3 to $5, and I convert on Coinbase, and it's a couple dollars, and you know, and it's like, I mean, I was doing some Uniswap stuff, and by the time I took it out, did some liquidity things and mining and took it out, it must have been like $50 or more, $50 to $80 to put things in and then take things out at the end. I mean, even with not freezing any energy anymore, because someone told me just put everything into stockpile and every once in a while just get those fees. I was like, man, that's brilliant. You know, and not freezing anything anymore. At most, I get for each transaction, I think I've seen like 8 TRX. I haven't seen anything like 10 TRX yet. So 8 TRX, a TRX is 3 cents. So that's 24 cents. I deposit 24 cents. I claim 24 cents. I transfer 0.1, 0.3 cents, you know, and it's immediate. Right. It's quick. So the minimization, I mean, the only things I've seen that are as quick as the only things I've seen that are as quick as Tron, I mean, Ripple works pretty fast, but usually stuff on Tron it's just, you know, transaction. I move stuff like, boom, here it is. It's in my account. I can see it, and you know, it's not like I just transferred. Now I gotta wait 4 to 10 minutes and wait stuff to see if it arrives. You know, so I mean, honestly, people complain about energy fees. It's like, man, complain about energy fees all you want, then do a couple transactions on the Ethereum network, and you'll be complaining about you just spent $10.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you know, nothing's less than like $3.
Go ahead.
Nothing's less than $3 on ETH.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, yeah. I think the most I've paid is about 20.
It used to be.
Yeah, it used to be well cheap. I think the most I've paid is like $22 for one transaction, and that was when Bankroll started.
Yeah.
BLT and stuff.
Yeah. I exactly. I think I pay like $20. I paid $20 twice. So I had it basically $20 twice to move some stuff, and I was like, Jesus Christ. I mean, recently I had one of my sister was joining up and doing coin. You know, I was having her do the stuff through Coinbase just to get familiarized, because I like the educational aspect of Coinbase. I mean, I think Binance does it, and a couple other ones do it, where you can learn about it, and it kind of gives you, hey, here's $1 here, here's $1 there, a couple dollars here. Then you learn about it, and you know, and she was like, well, I was going to transfer the $5, but then it said it was going to cost me like $3. It's like, no, don't transfer it. Just like, well, I thought I was going to do it. It's like, don't worry. I'll start your account, but I just kind of want you to learn about it. I don't want you give you something and you be totally ignorant. I just want you to at least learn it. And if you've done the videos and you've discussed the videos and stuff like that, then good. Then I can at least start your account, and here's the information. You know, obviously I have the information, but this is my sister, so that's a little bit different.
Right.
So, but it's, you know, and I mean, and there's different ways. I mean, you could do Telegram, or you could go through through our group, through the Discord. I mean, there's Telegram groups or the Discord groups, whatever it takes. Just make sure you join a community to do these things and at least get a little bit of information, and, you know, how to get started and everything else.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. What are we looking at?
That is the Bankroll chart. And as you can see, it's still going up, which is good.
All right.
So,
how long? 30 days, yeah.
That's a 30-day chart.
I mean, and
that's crazy.
Yep. So what are we at right now? What are we at? How much TRX per bank? How many TRX per Bankroll?
Well, it's a 41 cent token at the moment. Yeah, so we're sitting at 41 cent a token. So what's that in?
Oh, I've been recently. Well, if it's in TRX, would that be about 13 or 14 TRX?
Yeah, something around there, wasn't it? Let's have a look.
13 point something. Yeah, some 13 point something. 13 point something TRX per that. So I mean, it's moving in the right direction, and we've talked about this before, where all we see is an increase in the price because I've been and if there's someone who's watching who can speak with more knowledge, please feel free. Where we talked about how the price of commodities or something is based on supply and demand, right? So if you're locking the supply and then there's more demand, so even at the 1%, 3%, whatever drip that you have, you're still going to have a demand for it. And how do we know that there's a demand? All we got to look is how many people are how much Banker X is locked in flow.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it looks like there's more locked in than there is available.
Yeah, this is crazy. Like, is the price going to go down ever?
So should we figure out who we give the free banker some free of the X twos? Should we leave them a clue? Hey, if you listen to us and you know this, then this is there you go. The wheel.
Got a wheel, man.
The wheel of fortune.
Exactly. Check that bad boy out.
There you go.
Look, I even put the little token in the middle.
That's right. Look at you.
I know. Right.
Oh man, you've wasted your talents. You're wasting your talents on streams. Just do the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, well, that, and I've been really bored all day. Right, got him. Shall I click this wheel and see who's going in? Do we need to put anyone else in? I've got everyone on the Twitter, I think.
Let it rock.
Well, I'm good. Let's see. As long as half those addresses are mine, I think we're good. No, I'm just kidding.
Cool. There we go. All right, I'll click it then. See who gets this then. Oh. Hey, there you go.
Nice.
Mate. Cool. I'll have to message that dude then.
Who is that?
I have no idea. Let's have a look. It'll be on the.
All right, there you go.
Let's see.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, we could even do it for like we did it the very first time we did, where we can start doing it like a stream where for people that have no accounts, no nothing. Hey, look, we'll stream and we'll help with some of the onboarding. And it's not like we're getting paid consultant services for this. It's more of in terms of just having more involvement and increasing the community. I mean, and you guys heard me say this before. I mean, this is actually something really nice to have during this coronavirus pandemic when we're all, we're physically distanced, but we don't have to be socially isolated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, there you go. I put him in a tweet to get him to send you his address to cars.
Okay, cool.
So hopefully you'll see that.
And I think the vaccines, man.
Hey,
everyone goes back.
I'm doing that tomorrow.
Well,
I'm getting mine tomorrow.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Shit. So just want to make sure I don't die and get an anaphylactic shock. But honestly, it's like, well, what are the risks and benefits? It's like, you know what? It's risk and benefits of the vaccine scare me way less than the risk and benefits of the coronavirus. Way less.
Have you had it?
Not yet. I'm gonna have mine tomorrow. First one tomorrow. So they kind of figured you're dealing with people with COVID who have coronavirus. You might want to have a caretaker who is vaccinated against it. I mean, if I wear my mask all the time, I used to have this thing right here to just have it like. So, but.
So what was you saying about
So we got
helping people onboard onto Flow and helping them onboard on Bankroll in general?
Yeah, I mean, I think we could, in terms of, because then, I mean, it's important to have some help because really you need to, well, first, you would, you kind of need to know where on the link you are, who's going to be behind. But then also too, it's good to verify your chain, and not only that, but you also want to verify the person's that you want to verify the deposit and stuff, because sometimes you don't want to build a chain and find that somewhere on the chain someone only put one, did one of those one banker X spots or something like that and whatever, or says, hey, I deposited 100 and they were deposited 2, because you really want to try to keep everybody as even and as just as possible. Kind of have a nice flow to the just to be redundant, a really nice flow to the chain, and nothing wrong with saying, hey, I can only do 10, or I can only do 2, or hey, I'm just doing this for the first time and I want to give it a tryout. That's totally fine. It's just always okay to be transparent, and to the people that you're doing it with, just let them know, because okay, well, you know what, we're all so new, why don't we all just do 10 and just all do 5, or let's just all do whatever, 15, whatever number you pick, 10, 15, 100, 1,000, whatever number it is, but just join a chain who's all having the same, maybe, the same things, like they have the same ideas of what to do, what they want to do, and then just see how it grows, because you can always deposit more, you can always put more into the chain, and if you don't like it, and then that's fine, you didn't lose too much. But I haven't seen too many people that don't like it, or that adverse to winning. I won. I feel bad about myself. I hate myself because I won so much. I came in first. I suck. I didn't even try to win. I just won. I mean, if you've heard that before, then look, I'm gonna eat my words, but I haven't heard that too much yet.
Yeah. With like Farm and Flow, like I find it's easier to upload them onto that, or get them involved with that, than it is to start going on with Stockpile. Stockpile is kind of a scary contract for new people because you don't get your money back. And then you got Stronghold, which you get your 10% in, 10% out, and they kind of look at it and go, yeah, but that's 10% in and 10% out. So, like, how do you make the money on that? And it's like, oh, there's no out fee when you withdraw. But you can withdraw your funds over time. It's like just trying to explain the ins and outs of like all these contracts. It just scares them straight away.
Really?
And I not having to spend like, hour or so explaining it to my friends.
That is true. Yeah, I mean that is true. I mean, I've onboarded, not, I won't say onboarded, but I've kind of, to some family, and so I had one whose husband, my cousin, who's like my sister, wanted to talk about it, and the husband is like, it's like, hey, I don't want to kind of, this is like, no, and he's an accountant, and he's like, well, how is this, and he's like, oh, so it's a multi-level marketing. He's like, yes, it's similar to multi-level marketing. It's like, because that's what he used to do, insurance stuff. It's like, well, from what I remember is if when you get early on, then you can do really well versus if you're later in the game. And so it's like, when did this start? 2 weeks ago. So he's like, oh, so it's early on. It's like, okay. And, and then they had the concern of, well, how much is this? And I told them, well, it could be this, as little as much. But, and that's when I came up with this, like, you can invest $10, because if there's no, and it's not me making you any money, I'm not making anything. I'm just giving you the information. If this doesn't make you money on $10, it's definitely not going to do it on 100, and it's definitely not worth to put in 1,000. So, but, because their family says, but I believe in it so much that I will stake the half of whatever it is that you're putting in, I will stake the half for now. And then just because your family and I believe in it. And so they went, okay. And then they looked at Farms, and they actually liked Farms better than they liked Flow, because they liked the idea of the stable coin mixed in with Banker. They actually liked the idea of pairing their Bitcoin and having it in a place that earns 7 to 10%. They actually liked that idea, that stability of just having something that's there, which they can move in and out at their leisure. And maybe, and that is perfectly fine. It might not, for us who've been on it, it's like, no, but the divs and this and Flow is, but the stability of Farms is actually something that people feel to be more real. When you're used to just getting whipped with a 0.01% interest, it's like, yes, I made $5 on my $20,000 bank account in the last year, and then all of a sudden you see it's like, hey, that just sounds too good to be true that I'm going to make it. If I put $100 in, I'm going to get I'm going to get $1 out every day. It's like, well, you're going to get $1 in Banker X out. You can claim $1 Banker X out every day. Yes. But what about the fees? How about 20 something cents? Really? 20 something cents? 20 something cents? Well, what about farm? Farm for this, 7%. So it's only 50%. Oh, that's actually more interesting. So it's like, hey, you know what? In a bank, not everyone has a CD.
Huh? No, I was just saying I started pushing everybody because of that.
What was that?
Well, because everybody, I also liked farms, right? But that's why, since farms and bankers kind of, on standstill, balancer, man. I'm balancer, when BT was talking about balancer, I got into balancer, bro. And that's basically farms, right? It's basically it's like your index funds, your crypto index funds. It's cheap to get in, cheap to get out, and interest.
It's expensive to set up.
It's expensive to set up because it's
ETH. Yeah. I think it cost me $13 to do the contract.
I tried to wait until like the middle of the night, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. to do ETH fees. I'm like waiting in the middle of the night, like, oh, is anyone around? Let me try to get a transaction in.
Did you guys get involved in that?
No, and it's true. I mean, I looked at Balancer too, and then
somebody's on delay, man.
I looked at it. And yeah, I was gonna say I looked at it. I looked at the Balancer, and I actually bought the coin to get it. But at the time, I had some stuff through Nexo Bank, and so I had like the Nexo coin, and I just couldn't see, because I didn't want to take any more fiat, because taking any more fiat was just going to make me uncomfortable, because I like to have a certain amount in fiat, because that pays the bills, that pays the house, that pays this. But I had enough there where I can still move some stuff around, and I didn't want to take out of the Nexo, because Nexo has been doing really well in terms of coin. I mean, I just saw it. It's the only thing right now, is the Nexo coin is the only thing that's out. It's not the only thing, but it's definitely outpacing Bitcoin at this time. So, I mean, and I bank with them, and you get 30% of your dividends every quarter. Whatever Nexo makes every quarter, they take 30% of that, and they split it amongst all the shareholders or all the people who own the coin. I mean, I'm not publicizing or anything, but I can just show I just show the numbers. It's like, I bought at 7 cents, 7 to 8 cents, and right now it's 70 cents. I mean, that's 1,000 interest. That's 1,000.
Guys, I think you just focus on, like, a lot of people don't want to get into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, they think of it as like speculative. You know what I mean? They think of it as like as being volatile. I tell them crypto CD. Yeah. It's a crypto CD. It's a crypto savings account, and you just earn interest. When I just make it real basic and safe, they're like, okay, how do I get in? That sounds like what I need. They're like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
That next. You know what I mean? Like, this shit's gonna blow up, dude.
So for a quick, don't say that. Let's just let it calm down. I say we can get more. Don't say it's gonna blow. Say it's gonna be. It's calm. It's calm. Calm the waters. I just got paid this week. So I need to get myself a little bit more Banker. But I mean, I don't know if you guys have any Banker, any. I mean, we talk about Banker X and Flow. I don't know if you guys have Banker. Someone said recently, it's like, oh, look, Banker is dropped. They're dumping Banker. That's okay. I'm going to be in a good position to get some more. Good, because I want to get it right around that 4 TRX point. I think it's less than that right now. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. I'm dollar cost averaging. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Just keep looking elsewhere. Keep looking at Bitcoin. Keep looking in. And guess what? When you want to farm, guess what you need? Banker. Guess who has it? Well, I don't have it yet. I don't have enough of it.
Here's the thing, though, because, before 2020, man, we've really been in. It's all been speculative. There's been no real main nets. Nothing's really been happening, right? And it's like, everyone's like, should I get into Bitcoin? Is it too late? Is it too much? I'm like, bro, you better get in. Like, the thing is, guys, like, we're at the point. This is Apple, right? We're only 10 years, a few years in. We're at the point where, like, there's going to be a point where we don't return ever. Like, it's just never come back. Like, it's never dropped down to 4 or 5. Apple's never coming back to $5, guys. It doesn't matter if the whole world is nuked. Apple's still going to be worth $100. Like, that's where we're going with Bitcoin. It doesn't. Bitcoin's not levels ever again. None of this shit is.
Yeah.
It's all gone.
And let's just say worst case. And even then, even if everything drops to nothing, let's just assume everything drops to nothing. McDonald's becomes worthless. We find out that Apple has been feeding us the nuclear waste. Just know that what's one of the smartest plays that we talk about? Never bet your mortgage. You should be able to, even if you lose everything, you should be able to walk away and pay your bills. Maybe not your cell phone, but but your mortgage should always be right. Because some people will say, well, okay, I'm going all in. I mean, hey, look, I admire people who says I sold my house to buy Bitcoin or this or that. I was like, man, I can't do that, because I don't know about you. I'm married. Bitcoin don't put out, Bitcoin don't put out. I'm sorry. A picture of my wife versus a picture of this. I know what I'm going for. Although this is pretty sexy, but yeah. But the point is that just be smart about it. Just be smart. I know some people are going crazy, probably in the background or but the whole point is that I hope my wife is not watching. I definitely don't hope she's not watching. But anyway, but the point
don't bet your house value. But if you got money in like the stock market or gold, dump that shit. Dump it all.
Yeah.
Dump it all. I'm going to crypto.
Diversify.
At your house.
No dumping. Let's not use that word dumping. It's a bad word.
It's like Forex currencies. Just get the fuck out of here. Just get out of here. Like, come on.
Diversify. It's okay. Diversify
in crypto.
Diversification. Diversify in crypto, diversify in your own stocks. Just know the difference. I mean, it's really, I think it's most people, a lot of people will, they don't want to go all in. It's like, it's like starting a relationship. I'm starting to date you and I want to let you know that we're getting married, we're having 5 kids and we're buying a house. It's like, whoa, hold on. How about just dinner first? So I think it's once you get more comfortable with it and you learn more about it, then you can start having a bigger footprint within the field, or a bigger footprint within what you're getting, So and I just like diversification because, like I said, I think some of us have already been burned before by other stuff, even by things that you think would always work out, and so diversification is just a smart play, we talk about bull runs and being in position, and it's like, and you should be in, you got to have a team. And you can't just put everything on one thing because it's just too much pressure for anybody.
This thing doesn't even tell me how high it's about to go. Like this thing's about to go so high, it's got to get a little bit more up there. Like 32,000. Yeah. No, I think higher than that. This thing's. I think. Come on.
That's a very pretty green candle.
How do you go higher?
Smoke more.
As I need.
Just
this
kidding.
Is crazy. Yo, Trevor's like, no, it's not possible.
Drag the chart down on the right.
Right here? Oh, here we go. Oh, shoot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, drag that down.
There you go.
Like, that's nothing, really. Now you've got to think, you want to buy it up, and you've got...
Right here. We're like right here in the 2017. So, like, how much that went from 27, like, that's how we're going way up there. You know what I mean? Like, that high. So if we're here in 2017, this is 2017, whatever this is. This was what, 7,000, 21,000, or 19? So times this by 3 or 2.5. We're going somewhere like that. So until it gets 50K, I'm gonna be like, you probably should buy.
Yeah. So then
see, I've actually earned more in Hex than I have Bitcoin.
Okay, yeah, let's not if for the real players that are here, let's not get it confused. I don't even hold Bitcoin. I'm not rich enough for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the rich fellow.
I've got a little stash, but I've got like a couple of K in Hex, and like Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin went up something like 14% or whatever. I gotta look. But Hex was up like 22. I was just like, love it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that you're in the same boat I am. It's like I had a couple K in Nexo, and at one point I was like, well, should we make it? But why do I do that? Nexo's gone up like 50%. Nexo's gone up 50% in the last week. I mean, Bitcoin, yes, it's gone great. And don't get me wrong, I have I don't have even a single Bitcoin, but I got Satoshis, my friend. I got Satoshis.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So you look at that chart, right? So you see go right, you see where those red candles are?
Yeah.
There? That's when the big payday was. So there was 1.5 billion tokens dumped on the market on that one day. And then here, this is it recovering. But you have to be in hex. You can stake your hex. So there's something like 354 million pounds or dollars staked away in hex at the moment, and you can see it slowly going up. And when Bitcoin went up, it shot. It was great. Well, I say shot, but you know, you got
everybody needs to drop. Everyone that's in hex should just dump hex and come to Bankroll because it's probably a little bit better.
Well,
everybody was in this for the big payday. And once they got the payday, they're out. It's like, okay, that's not okay. I'm not. Let's not. There was a come on.
It's seriously, man. It's good.
Yeah. Hey, winning is winning, right? I mean, if you're winning, if you're competing in different events, you can win in the 100 dash, you can win in the marathon, you can win. Win is win.
You gotta respect. From what I understand, Hex is like the first CD. They were the first person to do this kind of like deposit thingy, for, like legitimately.
It's like timeshare,
yeah. So that's
cool. Yeah.
It is.
No, I mean, if it.
Huh?
What was that?
It is cool. I think you're slightly out of time, mate. I think you're delayed. You wanna...
ETH, man, look at this shit. ETH is about to just blow.
Yeah.
ETH is about to go crazy. Who? ETH 5,000? 5,000 ETH maybe? I don't know, but ETH hasn't even gotten started for some reason.
Yeah. No. When that goes up, that's when Hex will blow up, mate. I'm telling you.
I mean, do you think it's because ETH is changing from ETH1 to ETH2, where they're doing the staking and the validating and stuff, that maybe there's a little bit of pause?
I have no idea. No idea.
Well, I would think that all the ETH being staked would make the price go up a lot more, right? Because they can't sell it.
Yeah. But I guess not everybody has migrated to 1 to 2. I mean, I really don't know it too much, but I know that usually when they have stuff like that, there's a little bit of hesitancy. So, but that usually means is that it might be a good time to buy.
Well, usually the two charts, like ETH and ETH and Bitcoin, they literally line up next to each other, don't they? Just at different values. They literally look identical. So are they
loaded?
Well, I mean, then I think ETH has probably gone higher than Bitcoin if we're talking percentage wise. Because I mean, I remember ETH.
Let's just remember, like there's a lot of like ETH is Bitcoin is used on ETH. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bitcoin is on Ethereum. Bitcoin's on Tron. So like you need those networks to even use Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like you don't need them. But, like,
actually,
without these networks, it's making Bitcoin way more usable, right? Like Bitcoin by itself is cool, but Bitcoin by itself isn't what we need.
It doesn't do anything. It's like a gold bar. I have a gold bar. I'm rich. What are you gonna do with it? What are you gonna do with it?
What we need is cheap ETH fees, man. ETH needs to become like Tron. That's what they need.
Oh, we have ETH on. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? ETH, it's on it right now.
Yeah.
No, ETH needs to become like Tron, as in like get cheaper, faster.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? Stop being the old man, start being the young guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Isn't I thought they were going to introduce an ETH farm.
Hopefully, we can only hope.
So I want to improve my ETH position more than. I don't really care about Bitcoin, to be honest.
I remember hearing that there's going to be a version 3 of farms. I mean, a version 3 could have that, and of course, from if I'm not mistaken, and BT is always free to correct me, from what I've heard is that the ETH farm would be, of course, would be kind of parked with Banker. So that means good. That's good for Banker price. But just right now, because of flow, it's like when you have things going with flow so good, you almost don't want to do anything because it's going so good. It's like you don't want to do anything to stop. You don't want to do anything just to not, screw up the bull run that you're having on one end. It's like, why do anything? You're earning, you're winning. It's like, why do even anything as of right now? I mean, you may be at this point static on one end, but anyone who's smart will know, or not anyone who's smart, but anyone who has considered the implications of farms.
I'm just gonna say the people that are worried about farms are the people who ain't working on flow. Like I don't even have time to think about farms right now. Like, dude, we got to get people into flow. Like I'm working. Like I want to start doing like flow seminars and shit. Like calls where we just set people up on flow. Like I wish I could think about. I can't wait for farms, but like shit, dude, we got to work on flow. Like it's not like that.
And we have to figure out. if we're going to do a flow seminar, the one thing is that we cannot do it on a certain schedule. And I'll tell you what, because tell me, if it's like, you know what, we're going to have this monthly heavy flow seminar.
Yeah.
It brings different implications depending on what type of gender you are, right? Oh, we're going to have a monthly heavy flow seminar. You can't do it, man.
Listen, the
You
key
can't
to
do it.
like I'm starting to understand that the key to bankroll is like you got to get more people in the network, not because it's a Ponzi, because the more people, the more decentralized it becomes, right? The more diversified of the people you have it, the more decentralized it is. You know what I'm saying? So if it's just us, if it's just us guys in it, like yeah, if it's just 100 people and we all roll till eternity and then start dumping on, you know, like obviously it's not going to work. You got to have people coming in and coming out differently. You know, like a bank. You know what I mean? Like everybody, if the banks are dead. Does that mean the banks are a Ponzi? Well, I mean, America.
I mean, I love. Hey, I love flow. I love flow. But I've gotten, but some more people, you know, more people that are outside of the system of crypto have been more attracted by the farms at this moment. And honestly, that's okay. Whatever it takes to attract them to the system, because it's like, hey, look, this is a good template of how to do, and they're just used to that template. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. You know, at the end, this is I'm just a means of introduction. I'm just opening. It's like, look, I want to show you what's inside this door. And there's all these tools inside this door. You can do a savings, you can do a CD, you can do a just regular cash account, you can do your go bag, you can do whatever you want. You can stake it, you could leave it, you could put it, you could, you know, you could do whatever. So just go in and join. If you know, some people have heard talk, well, do I want to do the Telegram group or the Discord group? I was like, look, whatever it is you want to do. You can do the, you know, you can do the Bankroll Buddies with us. There's Bankroll Buddies on Telegram. You can do the Adro group on Telegram also. You can do with the FB groups. You can do the BT groups. You can do this groups. You can do the Trayvon groups. You can do the Crypto Slow groups, Man War groups. There's so many groups.
Damn, this guy.
So many groups.
You're right, but damn, bro. But no, I will say that I think the Discord group is the way to go. Number one reason, bro, channels, like the fact that you can bring people in for voice chat so many times, and like most people I talk to have struggled like hell, and like I have to get on screen share with them. Like with screen sharing capabilities, I'm dead in the water. Like there's no way I'm getting half these. Most of these people don't know anything about anything. I'm like, okay, click that button, click this button. Here you go, do this. Like it's that. Yeah. You can't do that in Telegram. So.
Yeah. I like the screen sharing part. I think that's a win. That's really the biggest seller is the screen sharing part. So listen, I'm gonna have to cut out for a couple minutes, showing a little bit of all the things you guys talking about. I'm gonna have to cut out for a couple minutes and then I'll be back. Okay.
Yeah, all right, Bob. Did the person who won the competition get hold of you?
Oh man, I have to look and see Twitter.
What screen are you looking at now? Is this?
Oh yeah, he said, "Oh my God, thanks." Yeah, man. So like, this is. I think you shouldn't get too detailed. I mean, so like the people I'm talking to, friends and family, like they most of them haven't bought Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Most of them aren't asking me about how does the contract work, explain how these work. Like they usually, and also I'm a software developer, so they usually, most people I talk to, you know, they're just like, oh, you're the software guy, we get it. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Just trust me. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of helps me a lot because I'm just like, listen, trust me. I've read the code. Listen, would I lead you wrong? You know what I mean? Like, and so people trust me because, you know, I don't screw people over, and it's like that's helpful. You know what I mean? Like, and, you know, doing the work, reading the contracts, understanding the white papers, like, you know, I don't have a perfect understanding of it yet, but
it is important to read the white papers though. Like
white paper's great, but like for me, a lot of people are like, it does this, it does that, and I'm like, let me go look at the code, because like I don't care what the white paper says. I'm gonna see what the code says, and it's like you can't go against the code. Here, let me show you. So like we have all the contracts just chilling. You know what I'm saying? So we're always looking at them and seeing like, okay, what is the actual code? Like, what does it actually say? How does farm work? How does flow work? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, why is this not a scam? This is why it's not a scam, dude. Literally, Yeah. And verify it. Third party. Anybody. That's why it's not a scam. Number one reason.
Yeah. Once it's on the blockchain as well, it can't be edited, can it?
Nope. Can't be edited. But you can put stuff on the blockchain that's not verified. So the number one thing you got to make sure you're getting into is a contract that's verified. So if we go to a contract, let's see. They switched some stuff around. I honestly hate Tron scam.
Trying to make it better.
So here's a contract, right? And this is SwapX.
Yep.
And it's verified, meaning that BT has actually uploaded the code that he says is the code of the contract, and it matches 100%. So we can know without a shadow of doubt that this is the code that's running on the blockchain. There are a lot of contracts you can go, if you can go to a lot of contracts, they're not verified, man. So like if they're not a verified contract, like yeah, this is the contract, right? And we can see some methods and stuff, but like I can't actually see the code right here. It's not there.
Okay.
And so yeah, they have the. I don't know if you can actually get to the code from the. I think you can reverse engineer this, but so like if you're messing with a contract and it's unverified, like Sharktron, shit like that.
Yeah.
Probably a bad sign. So another that's again just it goes back to why is this safe? Because this dude is actually publishing everything. It's all verified. It's all public. He's basically 100% in the light, and he's like, yeah.
I was going to say he's not everything he's gone to release. He's always sort of explained it, and he's always involved on the Telegram as well, explaining like what people should do, what they shouldn't do, and then. He even released that podcast on Spotify, didn't he? Where he's explaining Flow and like what it does and why it's not a Ponzi.
And I mean, if you listen to that shit, if you study it, I mean, it's literally all there. So
there to see. I'll have to put the link in for the Spotify underneath so people can go see it and listen to it because it helped me understand it a little bit more. Just like listening to him and the way that he's like talking about it and going through the thinking process. But the other thing that I was looking at Ash. Does Ash want to come on?
Ash, I probably sent her the wrong link. She's probably one of these people I've just been sending the wrong link.
Fair enough. Yeah, I was looking at the players. So the players has gone up. I sort of remember it being around sort of like 18,000, and then it got a bit better. I think it went up like 24 at some point, and then since Flow's come out, it's like absolutely rocketed. But I think that's everyone just making the accounts up, isn't it, and just getting involved with Flow.
I'm sure it's probably some people, but like this is going high, man. It's got to be like this is people are getting in. People are really getting in, bro. This is crazy. I haven't looked at the Banker X wallets since Flow came out. Like I've just been so. Like, I'm so busy at work and shit, and like it's just such a busy time right now. But like, dude, this is out of control. This is unbelievable. I'm trying to find something. Let's see. What am I looking for? I don't even know what I'm looking for. Bankroll contract. Yeah, here we go. So see, this is the real. At least in my. Well, I guess no, not because actually, if you deposit all your X, this number isn't even right anymore. So that doesn't even mean anything. But this number is getting high. That's amazing.
What are we up to now? 16 million.
11,000 players, bro. I mean, wasn't it just like at 4,000 a couple weeks ago? Like, isn't this weird? It's just.
Not only that, I think there's been an extra $3 million put into it as well, especially since the pump. It's obviously appreciated some of the assets and stuff, but
it's crazy, dude.
I've noticed that in the BTC farm pool, it's like half in value because everyone's taking it. Just
really?
RX, I think, yeah.
They're probably dumping because they think it's the top, morons. Let's see, BTC farm pool. Dude, I love farms. So I'm not against farms at all, but like, dude, Flow is good, so I'm happy.
Yeah, and Flow's guaranteed, isn't it, every day?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, so the thing with farms is that a lot of people got burned, bro, on farms.
Really?
Because the price, the Banker X price was skyrocketed, and everybody was FOMOing, and then a lot of people didn't know to dump, and when the price dropped from 800 to like 4 TRX overnight, everyone was like, "What's the deal?" And I'm like, "Sorry, no." Everybody was saying dump, man. I thought everybody knew. And I think that's another benefit of getting in like a Discord or a community, is because when you say this is a game, bro. And like if you're not a part of the crew, like the crew is kind of doing our thing, and like we don't really care. You know what I mean? Like we're kind of like a biker gang, and we're just kind of riding through the city. We don't really care what's going on. We're just gonna do our thing regardless. And like if you're not part of the crew, you wouldn't have known. You should have been dumping. But I mean, everybody I knew was dumping, and everyone knew to dump as soon as Banker X came out. It was kind of like, but you know, that's the thing. Like it's a game, man. If you come into this stuff unprepared, you can definitely get. Farms was a little tougher. That's why I think flow is a good thing for newbies, because there's no game. There's no like, oh, I got to time it right. I got to know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I literally just see farms as like my safe spot. That's kind of all I see it for. It's like, I go in stronghold, I go in stockpile, I go into flow, and then whatever I make out there or whatever I want to take out as like my profit, stick it into farms. And I just leave it. I forget about it. And then when you roll, you get more Banker X, and then you just whack it straight in flow. Yeah. So
I mean, I think it's a good time to start prepping for farms, because obviously Banker X is low, man. I mean, not Banker X, but Banker, and you want to get that Banker, dude.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to put as much in there as I can, but at the moment,
there's so much stuff I want to get. I want to get ETH, I want to get Banker, I want to get everything. It's like
Yeah, like ETH. I really want to stock up on some ETH, because I can just imagine BT coming out in like a few months' time, just being like, "Oh, we're going to relaunch the VLT token."
Oh man. Or ETH 2.0 is successful, and the ETH fees go way down, and ETH is back. Is competing with Tron again. Like I'm like, yes, I'm back in it. Dude, I started with ETH. I still want ETH to win, but until ETH can get that stuff, until they can get their fees lower and speeds up.
Yeah.
No offense, it's worthless to me.
You got to be moving like big amounts of money around.
Exactly.
And like there's no like sort of daily roll-in or anything like that. You can't really compound on like the ETH side of things.
One of my buddies said it. He kind of phrased it pretty well. He was like, "Listen, the reason we started in crypto was because we kind of felt like we were getting a chance to kind of get in the game without much money. Like you can kind of start investing in projects and doing stuff. You don't have to have $1 million to be an investor." But then when ETH got expensive, he's like, "Dude, they're kicking us out. It's like they're making it so only rich people can play on ETH." And it's like, you know what I mean? A guy who's just getting in can't spend $20 on a transaction, man. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Get out of here, bro. So it's like they got to fix that, man.
Yeah.
Until they fix that, in my opinion, it's broken. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't really. The only thing I do on the ETH side of things is Hex at the moment, and that's literally staked in there for like 1,000 days. So
I mean, just to like compare, like on Flow, I'm compounding and making transactions like every $3. I'm like, yeah, let me re-compound that, because it's like 30 cents, like whatever, 10 cents. I'm like, screw it, let's do another compound. On ETH, I have $100 waiting to be like collected, and I'm like, nah, fees are too high. You know what I mean? Nah, it's not gonna be worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the problem. Like that's terrible.
Yeah, I'm literally saying I roll like probably like twice a day on the Tron side, but then on the ETH side of things, like I'd leave it months. I just wouldn't even touch it.
Yep.
No point, especially a couple of months ago when it was like absolutely rocketed in fees.
Man, I had a MakerDAO CDP a few months ago, and I got a bunch of ETH. I had like 15 ETH, and I took a MakerDAO CDP back in the day. This is how I started DeFi. I was like, ooh, MakerDAO, this is DeFi, this is cool. And so I did a little CDP, and I took a loan on that CDP, right? And I invested the loan on my ETH into a bunch of stuff. And to get into that loan, it was like $10 for like all the transactions. And I was like, oh my God, this is expensive as hell. I was like, damn, ETH got expensive. And this was a few months, and this was like at the beginning of the year. And then a few months ago, when everything started popping off and like ETH exploded, I was like, all right, let me pay back my CDP. Let me get some of that out. And to pay back my CDP and get everything out cost about $100 to do like all 4 or 5 transactions. It was like, what the? It was like, dude, I was like, I'm done. No. I mean, obviously it was only because we made so much money, but I kind of felt like they were scamming us. I was like, they knew we made a bunch of money, and now the fees are super high. They're basically taking our profits. I was like, what the fuck? So
man, that's not cool.
I love ETH, but they got to fix that.
Yeah, until they fix that, I'm not even going to touch it. I'd hold ETH. I don't think I'd get involved with anything. You know what I mean?
I mean, I got in the Balancer because I couldn't resist. It was so Balancer is so juicy. It's basically crypto index funds, right? And so I had to get in Balancer, but even Balancer, I got like $60 sitting in Balancer, and I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna claim it.
No. See, the thing is, I'm in the Wrap BTC and the Wrap ETH pool, and you know, I've got like $50 in there, but no, it's not a Bankroll one. No, I am in one of those as well though. I've got $50 or something sat in there, and if I would have put that $50 into Bankroll, I would have earned so much more money.
Yeah,
like true. So much more money on that. It's been sat in there for like a year, and I've earned something like, you know, like $2 or something.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, yeah, you got to have money. I mean, it's just that's the thing, man. When you're first starting out, it's hard to diversify. You know what I mean? When you got a little capital.
Yeah.
And I think if I didn't dollar cost average for the last 3 years, you know, since 2017, I wouldn't even be able to be talking right here. I'd be nothing. You know what I mean? Like only because I dollar cost averaged it and did a bunch of things and then made money and did I have enough money to put into Bankroll Farms when it started in September? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just happened to put a few G's into farms and it blew up and I was just like,
see, through Bankroll, I paid off my credit card through Bankroll. You know, like that. Like I got into a stupid bit of debt, and you know, I started investing in Bankroll. But that's the power of Bankroll. You know, you compound it for 6 months, saying, and then you're earning so much more. And you know, I took that out. I lost. You know, I had to take some capital out, but I still got the majority left in there because why not? I'm in a better position now. Just hold it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is with Bankroll, you get the interest, but you know, it went up like 20. It went up a crazy amount.
Mate, yeah, like I got involved when it was like it wasn't even a TRX. I think. What was it?
I started in September, right? So I think I was in like September. I think I have a screenshot. It was like September 19th. I can't remember when, but I started in sun farming, right? And then sun farming was trash, and I got out and I got into Banker.
Yeah.
And then Banker, freaking dude, I was dumping shit, bro. I was like, you know, I was paying off shit. And then after a while, I started compounding. And then somewhere around here, Banker X came out, and I made so much on that, bro. It was ridiculous.
See, look up the price for about 20th of January, because that's about when I got into it.
20th of January? Damn.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So there, and then look, you see where it goes right down. I was still gathering all my Banker through credits on there, and then when it rocketed up, I was just like, money.
right here.
Yeah, I was just like, oh.
Like, look at how much you had to be patient. You had to suffer through all the FUD. You had to basically just keep compounding. And like, if you did that for 6 months when everyone was saying sell, made out like a bandit.
Yeah. Well, I got the thing is though, like
that's how it works. You got to when everyone's saying sell, you got to be buying.
Yeah. Like during the whole of that period, like there was some guys that dragged me into a Telegram group, and they were like, "No, you need to talk to us in here." And they were pretty much just hating on Bankroll, and BT ended up actually pulling me out of that group, like, and just said like, you know, get out of that group. I ended up leaving the group, but he was just like, "I don't know why you're in that group. Get out." And I was like, "Sweet." I don't know why he did it, but
what group?
It was I'll see if I can find it. It was
for what?
It was like the truth of something, and it was just they were just hating on Bankroll.
Oh. That's crazy, man. So, yeah, I mean, you gotta. I mean, basically, if I would have listened to everybody in crypto, I wouldn't even have any crypto right now. Like last 3 years, everybody was like, I'm like, yeah, buy some crypto. Like, dude, are you serious? Isn't it down? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. On the 5th of August, I just got a message from BT being like, "Bro, get out of the hate group."
That's funny.
I was like, all right, get out of the hate group.
That's hilarious. Yeah, man. I think one thing everyone's forgetting about is Banker right now, bro. Everyone's focused on Banker X, but it's like it's the classic misdirection in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're in the movie, they want you to focus on, dude. Don't forget about this though. Don't
Yeah,
forget about that because that thing's there still. Don't ever forget. And look at
you
this,
got
bro. Everyone's complaining about shit, but look at this thing's holding steady. Like this
yeah.
looks like low.
It's still so high for where it was. Like if you look before this massive pump, if you go back like a month or so or 2 months, you know, you look at how low it was. You know, you're not even talking like a TRX, and it's still sitting at what 11 TRX at the moment.
If you got in from any time from September till March, you're still good.
Yeah.
So like you literally had 9 months out of the year to get in, and you're still good.
Yeah. Like I'm still holding like 16,000 Bankroll or something.
The thing is, so once BTC went over 20K, basically I went into like shock mode. Went into like holy shit, I gotta get this shit done mode. Like I went into the mode where it's like I'm running out of time.
Yeah.
I'm starting to. Everyone's like, oh, we got so much time. We got so much time. It's so early. I mean, it's still early, but the time is running out, man. We're not. The time is running out. Day is going. It's out. It's about to be gone.
Yeah. Well,
And
what's happening with Bitcoin? So Bitcoin's what 23? Has it gone up from 23,000? Or is it starting to drop a little bit?
I don't know. But here's the thing: once everybody gets in, the prices and stuff are going to be a lot more stable. It's going to be a lot. The APYs are going to go down. Like they're still going to be. It's going to be way better than banks, but it's not going to be like we're tasting the good juice. Like it's not going to be this juicy forever.
Nah. Well, it's all getting brought up. It's all getting brought up at the moment, though, isn't it? So, you got people like companies are starting to see that it is like a storage of value you can whack in there. Because you got to think, like beginning of the year, around April, what it was £3,500 or dollars or whatever it was, and then look at that. I was looking at it thinking, no, I won't get in. I wish I'd bought. So I had enough money to buy one Bitcoin at that point.
Right.
I just didn't. It was like a stupid mistake. Me and my mate Footnote were both looking at that like, why? Why didn't we?
Man.
But yeah, we've he's released this exchange.
So I guess BT said he just did an airdrop to everybody. He just gave a bunch of free X.
Did he?
That's what it says. Well, I guess to his directs, something like that. Trying to see what just went down.
Oh, yeah, is the airflow thing happening now?
So they added the airdrop. Airdrop's good to go, and looks like BT just hit a bunch of people.
Yeah. How does that work? We should probably explain that, I guess. We'll go through it.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's just you can choose to send people a bunch of free X. So if you're like our group, if you take a look, man, we have 322 wallets under the top wallet.
Yeah.
And so I mean, we're direct to BT as well. But shit, I didn't see no Banker X BT. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe I didn't see it. Maybe I already gave it away or something. I don't know. But
oh, I've just received 21 Banker X.
There you go. So so look at this airdrop. Oh, here we go. Airdrops. Holy shit. He really went ham on them. This is a lot. Latest airdrops. Look at this. Wow, really? He didn't get me. I didn't make the cut.
Let me see if I've got 21 Banker X for some reason.
Well, that's weird.
I
don't see how from to. Search airdrops. From. Yeah, this is interesting. Let's see how this thing works. So if I put my address too. None. Okay. So let's put BT's address in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I did just get that airdrop to me.
Huh.
20.5 Banker X.
Weird. So like the fact that BT's giving out them, like, bro, this is about to get crazy, dude.
So many people will use this. And
so one of the things we've been doing on our Discord is just giving out money like crazy, right? Because we're at the top of the chain and we get all these rewards. So we just basically try to give them out as much as possible.
Is that just from today, or is that like half a day?
I don't know, something like that.
That's mental.
Something like that. But
just sitting at home, just like, yeah, just printing this all out.
This is crazy, bro. So like, I'm still confused. How does this work?
So I had to go into my Tron link to see where it come from, pretty much.
Really? Okay. Here's my Tron link.
Yeah. So I went down onto the BankRx token.
I got none right now, so it's not showing. If I go to my main wallet, I got some BankRx here, and see, I think this came from him earlier, right? This was this morning now.
Yeah. So see, I've literally just received that 20 BankRx.
Yeah. And see, I got 45, 36, and 3, literally at midnight, or what is this? This is probably UTC or something like that.
I got it bang on 10 o'clock. I got it. I received.
So let me see. This is 104. What 104? What's it talking? 104. Let me see. UTC. Let me see. World. You ever done this? World time. Something like that. I can't remember the site. Here we go. So UTC is 1 a.m. and then if we go EST.
Yeah, Bank teller's Manchester, isn't he? He's from near me, so it'll be about 20 past 10.
20 past 10?
Yeah.
Ryden, my man. He's right. To come down those stairs. That's my son. Just walking down the steps.
Walking down the stairs.
I don't know when I got this. I don't know what this time is. What is this? This must be TronLink China time. I don't know. But 104, I got a bunch of drops. I don't know who it's from. It must be from BT, but whatever.
Amazing. That's cool. Are you guys gonna be doing that on your chain now then? Like doing airdrops for everyone?
Yeah, we're gonna try to do airdrops this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
I'm gonna recruit.
I think it's something we just got to start getting used to. You know?
Yeah, airdrop.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing it for the first time, so we really got to see how it works, right? The funny thing is that we've actually been doing airdrops without having an airdrop capability, without having the app. So really, it's I'm here back in place. I mean, it's all about. I love this office because this office is about product placements, right? Because here, what do we want in our chain? For the whales, right? So so it's like, I mean, it's all about
working hard.
It's all about the bankroll. Yeah, I think airdrops is badass, man. I think airdrops is like that's how we, right? So I'm gonna share the screen again. But Philly, that's how we.
I mean, and when you do bankroll, you can have luxury, my friend. Look at that. Look at that. Flow luxury.
Philly, can you
little pieces of wafer chocolates.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It looks like it works really.
It's kind of cutting in and out there.
It looks really simple to use. The airdrop system.
Yeah.
So you literally enter your address in, and then you choose. You want to walk us through it?
You guys want to try one? Shit, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm about to spend all my money away on accident. God damn it, BT. Reward budget to one matching player. Just one, man. I'm not. Come on now. Minimum one matching player. Eligible players selected at random. Oh, that's cool. So we're gonna do an airdrop, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Let's see what it goes to.
So minimum directs. Oh, we're gonna go one direct minimum. Team depth. Ooh, gotta at least have 15, right? Everyone got 15. Pretty much everybody on our team's got 15. But how much are we gonna net deposits? All right, net deposits. At this point, if you've been on our team, you should have been able to roll way over a K. No matter if you start with $10 or not. If you start with 10, you should be over a K. If you're not over a K, you ain't been rolling. So that's how that's rolling. Budget.
Hey, I got a brilliant idea.
What's up?
I got a brilliant idea for the airdrop. Just try it out. Just do depth of 1. Just the one, at least minimum 1. Because literally I'm right below you, so you can just airdrop me whatever you want. You know.
No, team depth means like how many people.
Just use my thing to airdrop.
I think team depth is like your total.
Yeah.
I know.
So basically, everybody's gonna have a depth of 15 on our team.
Yeah, it's like how many, and that's.
So everybody on our main chain has I think 160.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. But yeah, so everyone should be on there. I don't want to make the directs anything because a lot of people don't have any directs because they're just getting new. They're new to the game. But if you only have one direct and you're on main chain or you've been doing work on side chains, that's gonna get you 15. And you got to have at least 1K, which means you've been rolling. How much are we gonna give out? Let's give out 100.
Oh, see how this goes.
Okay, I approve it. You got to approve everything on the blockchain.
You do.
I tell you what, man, guys, my little brother Hitsu. My brother Hitsu has been working on contracts and shit while I've been finishing up some work. But riding. Anyways, let's do this. All right, so what do we got to do? Run it.
Hey.
Look how many people it's found. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Total candidates. Total eligible. 22. Come on. My team, we got a little out of control, okay? You guys got to start fixing these wallets. This is out of control. My team's like a bunch of fucking crazy kids. You guys got to settle your shit down. 22 guys are doing it right, it looks like. Oh, man.
Hey, we're going to pack party it soon. We're going to talk about pack party soon. Maybe next week, right?
What do you guys think this is?
No idea.
No clue. Anyways, they won. Let's send it.
Wow.
So I think I just sent 100x. That should go down to 4. Yep, there you go. Enjoy your day. Random wallet on my team.
Enjoy your 100 Bankroll.
What's that, like $30? We just sent someone $30, bro. You guys realize we've given out like thousands of dollars from our Discord within the past like 2 months? It's ridiculous.
Is that how much?
Did you ever tell them how much we gave? The first one. Turn on the first one. The first reward chest. How much was given out in the very first reward chest?
Well, here's what's crazy. We gave out 800x the very first night that our Discord started, but that was only like $200.
Wow. Right. By the way, that 100 Bankroll is $40.
Yeah.
There we go. $40, some random person.
So what makes this not a scam? This shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is literally all verifiable on the blockchain, guys. I can literally go here.
Yeah.
I can literally go to my Tron scan. I can go to my account details. I can literally look at the contract BT has created for this, and I can literally copy it myself. And actually, you know, I can study it, and if I really wanted to, I could redeploy it in my own way. You know what I mean? Like here we go, a new contract. See how it says? It literally says contract. BankerX airdrop. It's not verified yet, so I'm sure he'll probably verify it soon. But until he verifies it, we can't actually see what it's doing. But
it only has just come out, I think, like in the last hour, isn't it?
Yeah. He usually releases them pretty quickly. So
Yeah.
it's like you're in a
you mean it's not verified, audited, and triple confirmed?
Huh?
Say that again.
No, I was saying it's like it's only been out. It's been out less than a day. It's only been out like less than a day. It's not like it's going to be fully audited, verified, triple confirmed, and NASDAQ approved. So.
Mental. You putting that in the Discord group?
Yeah, I'm putting it in Discord right now.
There you go. All right. I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna.
Airdrop is
That's what happens when you're trying to work,
man. Because like again, we've been doing airdrops, bro. That's what made our shit so cool. We've been giving away money like crazy to random people. That's why everyone's loving our shit. Because it's fun to get free money and have some fun with life. You know what I mean? No one wants to be miserable. You know what I'm saying? Like we like to enjoy ourselves and be able to take care of basic needs, like without having to worry about, can I pay my bills and shit? Can I eat today? Like, geez, yeah, here's $10. Go get us something to eat. Like we should basically, what I'm gonna start doing, bro. Now that I own the top of this shit, I'm gonna start creating wallets and going around, and be like, here, man, do you have a phone? Let me give you a wallet. Here you go. There's $30 on there. Do your thing. See ya. It literally it replenishes, every day. So there you go. Later. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit.
Yeah.
Like that's the power of this stuff. That's the power of this. Even if Bankroll Flow is not the ultimate blockchain CD of the future, that there is going to be a blockchain CD that basically everybody, like whole communities, like can do this stuff. Like you don't even need Bankroll. Imagine if we took this private, right? And I take all the Bankroll contracts and I redeploy them to my own thing, and I only get my friends and family involved, and I tell them, how the game works. Like it's like a bank, bro. No one can withdraw instantly. You got a deposit to be in the game, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that's basically what it is.
Yeah, you take the cream off the top. You know what I mean? Leave what you got in there, and then you literally reinvest some of it, take out what you need. Done.
Before BTC, bro, we were all believing in crypto and all this stuff, but everyone was the world was so negative, and everyone that I know was like, you're crazy, all this stuff. So you have a little bit of doubt, you know what I mean? You have a little bit of doubt, like, maybe I'm gonna be a little safe because this might not be it. But now that this shit's happening, it's like, damn, I wish I would have sold everything. I wish I would have took out loans. I wish I would have, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, we knew this shit was real. Yeah. Everybody was saying it's not real, but we knew it was. These assholes.
Oh man. Yeah, the other thing about Bankroll is that you got someone behind it who actually gives a shit. That's the good thing, and he's always going to be there. He's always going to try and make things better. So like, even if flow isn't like the ultimate answer to how all of this works together, there will be another contract that comes out which you can get involved with, and if you're involved with it, you can try and get into it first if you want to. And it's just an ongoing thing, isn't it? Like I've since I've been involved, I've had Farm come out version 1 and 2. I've had credits. I've had stat. I've had.
Did we just lose internet? No. I did. Uh-oh. Someone says, am I frozen? Am I frozen or? Who knows? It's probably me. Yeah, it's us. I hate the internet, dude. I swear I hate this internet shit. And now I can't hear anything. Hold on. All right, I'm back, bro. I'm sorry. It's not playing. I think I gotta come back in, man. Hold on. Hey. Dude, I can't hear anything right now from this. This is crazy. Well, there we go. All right.
Cool.
I swear, man, I'm a software developer, but I fucking hate software.
Yeah, mate, my internet just goes randomly all the time.
It's trash. I hate this stuff. But yeah. But it's not hackable. It's all good, guys. Don't worry.
Oh, mate, why is this not working now then?
No, but seriously, dude, when the Tron blockchain went down for like an hour or two, I was so shitting my pants. But when it came back up without a hiccup, I was like, oh my God, Justin Sun is a genius. They got this shit on lock. I was like, not a single problem. I'm like, that gave me so much confidence in Tron. I was like, oh my gosh.
Well, everyone started losing their minds the other day, didn't they, when Google went down?
When Google?
Yeah.
Yeah, those sites go down a lot.
So next week, should we do another giveaway next week then? Or are we going to?
Might as well, right?
Yeah. So I'm getting another.
Yeah, man, it's fun. Might as well keep it rocking. Well, wait, next week is Christmas. We might need to
change the day.
Yeah.
Friday. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it like Wednesday.
Next Wednesday?
Yeah.
I'm down. Yeah, let's do it. I'm off all next week, man.
Yeah, we'll go Wednesday, because then we get Christmas off, don't we?
Yo, I swear, man, I'm trying to get some cool stuff done. So let me show you this. Have you ever used Maker CDs?
No.
Or any of those Av? So you've never seen a DeFi saver, huh?
No, I don't think so. No.
So DeFi saver is DeFi saver is hooked into all these DeFi apps. MakerDAO, Compound, Av. And what it does is it hooks into these contracts with another contract that automates stuff. Right? See this? Yeah. Automate. Where, it automatically rolls, automatically does whatever you want it to do based on the contract. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See where this is going? Like, that's what we need. Like, I want to have something where I can just set my stuff up on Bankroll, come back, like go to the Bahamas for 3 months and come back and see that everything's been rolling, everything's been compounding, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where our Discord is going.
That's actually really good. On that, can you set like how much you want to pay for gas fees and stuff as well?
Good question. I think they might have some kind of, no clue, but I would imagine if you don't have gas fees, the contract basically stops working, right?
Yeah.
So from what we're looking at, basically, as long as you got TRX fees and the contract's approved, our automation, we can keep it going. But if there's no TRX in the account, so they have some kind of stuff where there's fees, right, for automation.
Yeah, so if they did this on the Tron blockchain, I reckon that would work really well.
Exactly.
And you could literally just leave it. You can tell it what you want it to do and it's done, isn't it? So
As long as you're in our chain, man, you're gonna get that stuff.
Well, you set me up with that. Set me up. Oh, you sorted me out with that guide.
NDR?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That guy's hustling.
Yeah, man. So
I don't know where he's at, but he's really grinding. He's one of the top dudes in our chain, like getting new people and stuff.
Yeah, so I think it's the night after I joined his chain.
Yeah.
Then I woke up the next morning. I had 61 down. I was like, whoa. Yeah, look, I'll show you.
61?
Yeah, and he's still growing it. He's just waiting for one more guy to carry it on.
This guy's crazy.
Yeah,
this guy's crazy.
Woke up with 61. I was like, wow. Then I'm waiting to put like my second account in.
Yeah, I've been sending him X, man. We're doing giveaways. He's always trying to get the X. He's always trying to get the giveaways. I mean, that's the number one thing about Bankroll and stuff, and like, the world is like, Bankroll gives people opportunity to, put in effort and like get stuff done and like work for it and get paid. You know what I mean? Like, this guy's grinding. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. He must be good. I asked if he wanted some help, and he's like, "Nah, bro, I've got it down. It's fine." I was like, "Well, all right."
I don't even know this guy. He's trying to get me into him one of his chains. I'm like, bro, you're in my chain. He's like, yeah, you're getting in mine, right? I'm like, Jesus, okay, I will. Damn.
Do it. You can go underneath me and help me out.
He's awesome, dude. I love the Discord, bro. It's so fun just like talking to people and just building these fun little relationships and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted. That's kind of what I wanted to do with the stream. I just wanted to get like people involved, get like people in Discord just come on, see what they say and stuff like that, and just like everyone just talk about it.
Right.
I thought that'd be all right. Get that going.
Heck yeah.
Hello, buddy.
Yeah, maybe we start trying to pull people out of the Discord and be like, hey, you want to come talk? Oh, she's beautiful. He's beautiful. Good looking dude.
Thanks, man.
I always wanted that's one of those what kind of dog is that?
Husky, Siberian.
Yeah, husky. I always wanted a husky, man.
Oh, mate, love him, but he's a little shit.
I used to live. I grew up in Michigan, and it's pretty close to Canada, and it's basically like 90% of the year snowing. But man, I wanted a husky so bad. By the time I could actually get a husky, I live in the South now, so I feel like it'd be cruel to get a husky in the South.
Mate, I went to Australia 2 years ago, and got off the plane. We went to our first we stayed where the Airbnb we were staying in. And as I was walking down the street, the first dog I saw, husky. I was like, "What?" I was like, "What are you doing in Australia?"
That's not right. That's not like this. Not like this.
No, I'm there sweating my tits off, and then you got like this guy with a furry husky just walking down.
That's so cruel, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's cruel. You can't do that to those. Like, you know how hot that dog? He's probably got his tongue out like crazy all the time.
Oh man, hey, that airdrop system is actually pretty sick. I keep looking at it.
Dude, so basically what it's going to do is empower everybody that's a team leader. Because, everybody that's a node on the chain is a team leader, right? Like, anyone that gets in can become a team leader. And, a lot of people don't have Discords like this to kind of be able to, how I'm doing it. It's just like having people DM me and stuff. So, like, giving people the ability to just kind of like randomly give out Banker X, like, that's...
He knows. I reckon he's just put it in there, hasn't he? Just because everyone was starting to do it anyway.
Yeah, he probably copied us, bro. He probably was like, "Damn, those dudes got something going. Let me get that shit in there." I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter to him, does it? He's right at the top.
Exactly. That's why it's awesome, bro. Again, so like the whole reason we were doing the giveaways, man, is because everybody was kind of worried about, is this a scam? But when you give away money, you kind of give them a little bit of like, it's kind of like, a show of faith. It's like, dude, I'm giving you money right now. Like, you're good. Like, it's not a scam. Here you go. Here's some free money. We'll go. So our whole thing was like, we're going to send it right back to the bottom. So it's like, if BT's at the top and he's giving money away to everybody at the bottom, it's a flow. It's a cycle. It's a circle.
Yeah.
It recycles.
Yeah. And then everyone gets richer. All the chains get richer. And then, you're minting it quicker.
It's a cycle, man. And it's like, it's a flow, and it's like I'm starting to realize, we got. I don't want to have any money in cash or stocks and shit like that. Like I want all my money to be in crypto, and then I'll take out money as I need to get stuff. Like let's say I want to buy a house. Well, right now it's a little bit hard, but soon I guarantee in the next year or two, you'll be able to get a loan and get a house loan through crypto, through fucking blockchain.
I'm pretty sure my friend just applied to get a house, and they asked him he applied to get a house, like buy a house, and I'm pretty sure they asked him if he had any like assets, and he mentioned that he had Bitcoin, and they put that down as going to like as money that could be a deposit.
Like I think you're like that Rocket Mortgage thing they got on that little Rocket Mortgage app where you can get like a mortgage from your phone.
Yeah.
Blockchain, bro. Like you're gonna get a mortgage from the blockchain. Like it's coming, man.
Yeah, it's probably not far off. Pornhub's already taken up crypto.
Crazy, right? Well, they were forced to because those little bastards are doing dirty ass shit. But those little shitheads, that's not cool.
No.
They literally got banned by Visa and MasterCard because they're basically probably showing underage people and like doing basically really disgusting stuff, man.
Yeah.
Through Pornhub. But
100%.
Yeah. But sadly, I mean, it's I don't know. So Bitcoin is not like good or evil. You know what I mean? Like it just is. So like, yeah, good people get to use it, but also bad people get to use it too. So learn from them and realize like the fact that they're doing that means that Bitcoin is outside the system. Like, remember that.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway.
So, right. It's like 11 o'clock now. I'm probably going to
damn.
But yeah, man, we'll sort this out for Wednesday or something. So I'm sure we can try and get a few more people involved.
Yeah, I thought today I'd send out a bunch of the wrong links and stuff. So
yeah, that's all right. We can get a few more people involved, and it'd be good if we can get like last week we had that guy come on, didn't we? He was new to Bankroll. That was really good. Talking to him.
Pack. I think Pack. You talking about Pack?
Yeah, I think it's Pack.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we can even whoever gets on, we're like, hey, listen, whoever gets on, we'll give them 50x. Come hang out on the show.
Yeah, no, I'm up for that. If you want to do that, we can do that for. We can say first 6 people to come on and hang out with us.
Yeah.
50x. It'll be me, you, Thingy, and then 3 other people.
Yeah, man, this is cool. So dope stuff, man. I appreciate you bringing us on and doing all this, man. This is awesome.
That's cool. It's just take a little time to build it up, won't it? And then we can, we sort it out.
Yeah.
So, all right, bud. Well, I'll talk to you Wednesday, man. Well,
all right, great. Have a good weekend, man. Talk to you Wednesday.
I got too crazy.
Later.